Hello and welcome back to the program. I am once again your host Joe. This week we watched the last movie on the list. It's 1984's The Hit. It's on the list because it's numbered between 451 and 499. See, Criterion puts a number on the side of every movie's case, or the spine, and this is spine number 469.
69, dudes!
Nice. It's from 1984 as mentioned. It's directed by Stephen Frears. It's an honest 98 minutes long, and it has a modest rating of 7 out of 10 on IMDb. Note, next year I might switch to the letterboxd ratings. I don't know yet. And yes, I also have a list for 2026. We'll talk about that later. This is the return to the channel for Terrence Stamp. He's God's perfect seductive angel from Teorema, but it's our first time encountering John Hurt. You may know him as the titular John Merrick from The Elephant Man. You may know him as Hellboy's adopted daddy from Hellboy. You may know him as Kane in both Alien and Spaceballs.
Oh no, not again.
Man was absolutely a legend. This is also our first exposure to Tim Roth on the channel. And what an entrance this was. This film was fantastic, and also this was his first actual performance on the big screen. We had a simple yet effective small cast, small locations. Everything was used super effectively. So as mentioned previously, we have Terrence Stamp. He's a criminal named Willie Parker. He's turned state's evidence and he's ratted on his cohorts in exchange for a plea deal. The court scene has a wonderfully threatening use of Vera Lynn's "We'll Meet Again."
We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know where, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Which you may recognize as the music from the end of Doctor Strangelove, as the bombs are going off. Or, if you're into the Fallout TV show, there's a cover by the Ink Spots in episode 3. Basically, they're using it to let him know that he isn't getting away with this, and they aren't done with him. 10 years later, he's living in Spain. He seems to be doing well. He's got a bike, he's got a pal, he's got time to read. He's got a picture of John Lennon on his wall. I wonder if that's going to be relevant, or if it's just a British thing. I mean, he'd only been dead for 4 years at that point. He might have bought it while he was still alive, right? Anyway, some guys show up to put a bag over his head. Zod does pretty well fending them off, considering it's 4-on-1.
Son of Jor-El, kneel before Zod!
But they do end up sending him to the Phantom Zone, and deliver him to none other than our other A-lister, John Hurt, all for the tidy sum of 1 car bomb. No loose ends. This is why they call it The Hit. John Hurt, aka Mitchell Braddock, and Tim Roth, aka Myron No Last Name, are here to kill John Hurt on behalf of the gang he betrayed. It's an extremely on-the-nose name. It's literally a hit. It's an assassination. They seem to have the goal of getting Willie, then taking him to Paris to be dealt with. They don't just pop him as soon as they get him. Instead, they are taking him on a cross-country adventure where he gets under their skin, and they end up picking up another party member along the way. I'm getting ahead of myself though. We'll get back to her in a minute. Willie is calm about the whole ordeal. From the moment the bag comes off his head and he sees Braddock, onward. He knows he's in capable hands, he knows his goose is cooked, but he's contented, he's not afraid. It unsettles Myron and Braddock like nothing else.
I'll get back in the car then, eh? He's up to something. What did you do? Yeah, I know. He's up to something! Is he?
The whole time he's just calm and going along with their plan. He's got several chances to get away and he doesn't take them. You're thinking he's working on some Machiavellian scheme to get the better of the both of them, but it turns out he just came to terms with dying in the 10 years since he fled the UK.
I read this in a magazine when John Lennon died. Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou think'st thou dost overthrow, die not, poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me.
Oh hey, that was relevant after all. Along the way they stop off at a safe house, but they don't know it's already in use. Willie introduces himself to the guy who's there.
My name's Willie Parker. You've probably read about me in the paper. You bastard.
And they decide they need to take his girlfriend hostage so that he won't talk. And, well, they end up also thinking better safe than sorry. I don't feel too bad for that guy.
How old would you say she was?
Don't give a toss how old she is.
19?
How about 16? How about 15? Not bad for an old fart, is it?
It's the 80s, do a lot of coke and vote for Ronald Reagan.
So those are our players, Myron, Braddock, Willie, and Maggie, on a cross-country trip to get to Wally World.
So don't wait down the holiday road. Holiday road. Holiday road.
I mean France, so that they can kill Willie and maybe Maggie. They really can't make up their minds about what to do with her. They come close to putting a bullet in her head a few times, but they keep stopping short. Myron wants to spare her because she's just a random person. She didn't choose this life.
I don't think anything should happen to her.
Now's as good a time as any, Myron.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Braddock seems to come to respect her. Like, she's proven she's scrappy. At one point she literally takes a bite out of him, and he just ends up dressing the wound and then driving the car. There's a lot of really picturesque scenery in this film. Obviously, the Spanish countryside has some very nice places to stop. I think this scene might be my favorite though. Willie, dressed in all white, framed by the trees, just putting the seeds of doubt into Myron's head. He's the snake in the garden here. There is something to be said about the different reactions that Willie and Maggie have to their impending demise too. Acceptance versus resistance. There's even a scene where Maggie, she pitches to Willie in Spanish that they should both jump Braddock because he can't take both of them. Willie immediately tells Myron, and the plan is foiled. They both have their effects though. Maggie gets the begrudging respect of Braddock, and Willie unnerves the both of them.
I'm not scared.
You've got to be.
Why? Because everyone else is? Because you are.
You don't know.
God, Braddock's sunglasses are just... they're an essential part of his tough guy image. And the fact that he takes them off here is just such a good touch. The wall comes down and you can see the human underneath it. I also need to mention that I'm amused by these cops that we keep cutting to as they investigate the crimes that Braddock and Myron leave in their wake. It kind of reminds me of the cops from Holy Grail. They even sort of show up at the end to make an arrest. Sort of. So as always, the question, for the last time in 2025, would I recommend this movie? Absolutely. This was a great piece of cinema. Willie is so entertaining, he's so personable, and he's just so chill. You really have to question if he's actually got a plan to get out alive before they get to Paris, or if he just wants to get to Paris in order to get the proper send-off. He's got his cool demeanor, he's got his acceptance of the inevitability of it all, but everybody's gangster until the moment comes. I won't tell you everything, you're gonna have to find out on your own. Go find this movie, it's really good. As mentioned earlier, I did make a list for 2026. It's on Letterboxd. I haven't prepared my spreadsheet for it proper. I haven't done a graphic to post on bluesky yet. I'll take care of that. But I do think I'm going to have to crank it back a little bit. Maybe we'll just do one review every month, wherein I briefly discuss 3 films and go into depth on the 4th. We'll see what happens. It's still a little up in the air. I just know a weekly review is a little bit unsustainable, but I still enjoy doing it, so I want to put something out there. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I have once again been your host, Joe, and tune in next week. I'm planning something special.